Kate Middleton Cancer News. King Charles's surprise walkabout meant a great deal as Princess of Wales absent. King Charles went on a surprise walkabout to speak to well-wishers outside Windsor Castle following the Easter Sunday service. The service was the King's most notable public appearance since he was diagnosed with cancer in February. Afterwards, Charles surprised onlookers by greeting gathered members of the public, who later said he looked good and was in high spirits. A Buckingham Palace source told the Telegraph that doctors had changed medical guidance for the King after he had responded, very encouragingly, to cancer treatment. "The walkabout will have meant a great deal to the King," said Joe Little, managing editor of Majesty magazine. He added, "It's the first time that he's been able to meet the public in such a way for several months. The first opportunity to do a walkabout this year, so it's a very welcome milestone on the road to recovery." The King's appearance will also be seen as an effort to reassure the public following the royal family's double cancer scare, with today's service marking just over a week since Kate revealed her own diagnosis. The Prince and Princess of Wales did not attend the service, but Charles was joined by the Princess Royal and her husband Vice Admiral Sir Timothy Lawrence, the Duke and Duchess of Edinburgh, the Duke of York, and Sarah, Duchess of York. Kate Middleton was absent from today's Easter Sunday service as King Charles took the focus with a surprise walkabout to greet members of the public. Asked if the events will help take the focus off Kate, the managing editor of Majesty magazine, Joe Little, said, "You would certainly hope so." He said he thought the focus had already moved away from her to a certain extent this week. "I think people accept and understand that the Prince and Princess of Wales and their family are on Easter holiday now and that they need their privacy, too. Just get on with being a family," the royal expert continued. "I think whatever the King has done today wouldn't have been with that specifically in mind, but it certainly helps." The King's public appearance on Easter Sunday will be a form of reassurance to people in the wake of the royal family's recent health announcements, an expert on the monarchy has said. Charles, who is undergoing treatment for cancer, smiled and waved at crowds as he arrived for the annual Easter Matin service at St. George's Chapel at Windsor Castle on Sunday morning. The managing editor of Majesty magazine, Joe Little, said the hugely encouraging event would help draw the focus away from the Princess of Wales, who disclosed just over a week ago that she had started a course of preventative chemotherapy. Kate, the Prince of Wales, and their children Prince George, Princess Charlotte, and Prince Louis were absent from the Easter service as the family are spending the holiday together as they adjust to her diagnosis. Mr. Little told the PA news agency, "There's been lots of reports that the royal family has been going through a crisis, a period of instability, which I always thought was overdoing it, but I think it will be a form of reassurance to people today that all is well. Clearly, there is still some progress to be made, but the fact that what happened today actually happened at all is hugely encouraging." King Charles went to speak to waiting members of the public as he left the Easter Sunday service in Windsor today. It comes after doctors reportedly changed their guidance after the 75-year-old had responded encouragingly to cancer treatment.